Hi everyone, it's Mina again, and today I'm gonna show you how to make japchae or glass noodle wrap. Okay, the first thing we will do is the beef marinade. We need a tablespoon of soy sauce, a teaspoon of our rice wine or marine. We also need a teaspoon of toasted sesame oil and a tablespoon of minced fresh garlic. Okay. Oh, and also a teaspoon of black ground pepper. Almost forgot. And then we also need to add a strip rib eye beef. Okay, we just have to combine and mix it gently into the sauce. And then cover the bowl with a food wrap. But before that, we have to add the shiitake, dried shiitake mushroom. And then we're gonna cover the bowl with a food wrap and set aside while you're working on the other ingredients. So next is the marinade for the noodles. We need at least 5 tablespoons of soy sauce, a tablespoon of brown sugar, 1.5 tablespoon of honey, and then we also need a tablespoon of toasted sesame oil and half a teaspoon of ground black pepper, and then combine everything together and set aside. For the noodles, we need 250 grams of purple sweet potato starch noodle, or you can use the regular one. And in the large pot, boil some water, and then once the water starts to boil, just add the noodles and let it boil for 8 to 10 minutes. So while waiting for the noodles to be done, just blanch the spinach in the same pot where the noodles are, and then blanch it for 5 to 10 seconds, and then quickly cool it down into the running water and set aside. So when it's done, drain the water and then rinse in cold water to cool down, and then let the water drain for at least 5 minutes and set aside. So once everything is completed, beat some eggs with a fork and then prepare a pan in low heat, and then add 1 tablespoon of cooking oil and pour the eggs, and then cook it both sides for at least 1 to 2 minutes, and then transfer into a clean cutting board and set aside. So in the same pan, add some oil if necessary, and then we are going to cook the rest of the ingredients one at a time. So all the vegetable ingredients. So starting with the onions, just cook your onions 1 to 2 minutes until it becomes soft, and then transfer it to the large mixing bowl and set aside. Okay, so you're gonna do the same thing to the rest of the ingredients and set aside. Okay, so add some oil if necessary, and then cook your marinated meat and mushroom over medium-high heat, and then cook it for at least 3 to 5 minutes. And then when it's done, just transfer the meat into the mixing bowl and set aside. Okay, so when everything is done, cut the fried egg or slice it into a thinly slice, like a strip, and then set aside. So don't forget to squeeze the spinach to remove any excess water before you add the garlic, the fresh garlic, and then season it with the noodle marinade, and then combine everything together. And then prepare a bowl, a big bowl, to combine everything. Okay, so in a large bowl, just add the noodles and the marinade noodle sauce. You can heat up the marinade sauce for 2 minutes in the microwave before you add them into the noodles. And then mix it well until the noodles are well coated with the sauce. And then you can add the rest of the ingredients like the vegetables, the spring onions, and what do you call this? The spinach. And then gently mix it with a spatula or tongue, or gently mix them around with your hands. Okay. And then you can add the meat. Then the eggs. And then mix everything together or combine everything together. And then cut the noodles with a pair of kitchen scissors a couple of times. Okay, so let's see if the noodles are well seasoned. So this time we have to try it. If we need to add more ground pepper or sesame oil or sesame seeds, if you like, you may do that. Okay, so our japchae is ready to serve. So japchae or glass noodle wrap. So if you haven't tried to wrap it or eat it with the butter lettuce, I suggest you do that because it's really yummy. Okay, I hope you liked the video for today, and thank you guys for watching.